And now,
good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds, middleweight action between Tommy the Hitman Hearns and Roberto Duran. Tommy Hearns is really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring. Roberto Duran's ring walk, just a cool, calm stride to him. Looks like just another day in his life.
introducing first, coming out of Memphis, Tommy the Hitman Hearns. And his opponent across the ring, by way of Panama City, the handsome stone, Roberto Duran.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Well, we know exactly the way Tommy Hearns likes to go about his business. Unfortunately, we know what his opponent likes to do, too. He likes to fight on the inside.
Yeah, and that's where you probably have to be with Tommy Hearns, is find a way to get in close. But the danger is coming in. How do you get in close without taking on too much damage?
Protecting his head well with his guard.
You need to keep that head moving.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Get close to him.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Duran's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Able to cover up that gut. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Duran's gonna think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Roberto Duran. Tommy Hearns' corner better explain to him clearly why he lost that last round. His accuracy was way off.
Well, if you're looking to find change on the beach, you go out there with a metal detector. Well, right now, we need a punch detector. He needs a punch detector. He needs a jab to find the mark.
Side to side, move your head.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Duran's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
Come on.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Halfway through this round here. Nowhere close that punch by Roberto Duran. Duran with a block. Many great superstar athletes are associated with one single city, but Tommy Hearns, I mean, Tommy Hearns is Detroit Motor City through and through, isn't he?
Yeah, he is Detroit Motor City, and he runs you over like something with a motor in it. And the way he does it is from that really thin frame, usually from the outside, and he just explodes on you.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. And round number 3 is underway. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. To the head he goes and lands well with the right hand left hook combo. Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round. Roberto Duran blocks that. Duran with a huge left hand. You see him holding on.
Body shot.
Hey, let's go!
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Keep doing what you're doing.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Good way to protect the midsection.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Tommy Hearns. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Hearns has got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. And that's the end of round 3.
I want you to slug it.
Tommy Hearns is up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
That straight right unable to connect.
You're not focusing.
Duran's combination punching is working well here. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Hearns is showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos.
Move in.
Tommy the Hitman Hearns with a big hit right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. helping him out, avoiding that punch. Good right hand. Roberto Duran's looking for a way to get this fight back on course, a course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically he needs to do that, but to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even. And I see whoever finishes the rounds, because in these kind of tight rounds, if you finish up good, the judges remember that.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Keep working. Hand movement. Hand movement.
Roberto Duran's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Okay. Go, go, go. Looking good.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Tommy Hearns' timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
That's what I want to see.
Well off the mark by Roberto Duran. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. He has his target. He lands a straight right. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punches are a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Tommy Hearns is doing something that not everybody appreciates, but he is making his defense a major factor in this fight.
Yeah, well, a lot of times people, you know, they only get it done on one end. What I mean about that is, you know, offensively, they use the jab, they use aggression to set up the offense, but he uses defense to set up the offense. He has a double-edged sword.
And Tommy Hearns scores well with a big uppercut. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Punch! Punch!
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut.
Hook!
And now he's targeting upstairs. Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. each other. The exchange was something special. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecard.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Duran's using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, place those punches in the right spots.
A little something of his own, blocks the shot, brings back the uppercut. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran.
Watch that!
Fires right back at him. Good, solid right hand lands. Tommy Hearns is just big shot. He never saw that one coming. Now he's got to look up at the ceiling.
And right now he's thinking about his choice of work.
So Tommy Hearns beats the count, back up to his feet. Now what do you expect out of him?
Oh, we're going to find out. The most important thing is, what does he expect out of himself? Not what we expect out of him. Is he prepared? Has he been prepared to behave the right way when this moment came?
Like the way he was able to hook to the gut there.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Roberto Duran's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Tommy Hearns blocks that punch. Teddy's scorecard through 7 rounds. Hearns is up on Teddy's scorecard, but we know with what we've seen so far, this could change quickly. He's been hit.
Yeah, he has a bad habit, and he's been hit for one reason. That bad habit of pulling back from punches. Every once in a while he does it, he gets away with it, but every once in a while he misjudges the distance.
Oh, good-looking two-punch combination by Roberto Duran. A quick, devastating hook by Roberto Duran. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Tommy Hearns is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Comes across with a hook up top. Duran's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 8.
Okay.
Hearns' defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Cover up.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. A crushing two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Right hand, then a left hook to the head. Both land flush. Gets rid of that effort. Halfway through the 9th round. Good effective work with that straight right hand. And now another left. A headshot blocked. Huge right hand from Duran. Duran's doing well here with that two-punch combination. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Roberto Duran's trainer right now is telling him, hey, we can pull this fight out. You may be trailing. There's not much left, but it's still there. You can still go out there and get this win. A little defense turns to offense by Tommy Hearns. Great right was lined up, but he missed. Hearns is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
In and out.
The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot. You know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his opponent just as he's starting to get into his range before he can get off.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Side to side, move your head.
Just a minute to go in this bout. Roberto Duran's right hand scores well that time. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. Competitive throughout. Who got it? To find out, we send it up to the ring. Hearns' performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
for Teddy.